your last fight, you fought Richard Brewart. You got the stoppage at the end of the fight. Anything that I looked up about that fight, it was like, Joeshon James upsets Richard Brewart. Did you feel like that going in? Did you feel like that? Not did you personally feel like that? Did you feel like that was the vibe of the fight? Was like everyone
Yeah,
that you was
yeah.
the underdog?
A lot of people were saying, "Yeah, man, congrats on that upset." Like, yeah, man, that wasn't an upset, man. Just because he had 12 fights and only had six. I mean, he ain't. I was his fourth undefeated fighter, and he was my fourth undefeated fighter. So, I mean, really, we at the same level, and he put his pants on every morning just like I do. So, I just know my upbringing and my skill set and my sparring and my camp was just way different than his. All they talked about was, oh, he sparred Jaime Munguia. He sparred Jaime Munguia. Me, I didn't spar Joshua Boati. I didn't spar Lyndon Arthur. I didn't spar a few guys from the UK. I didn't spar Sugar Trey out of San Francisco, Cato out of Oakland, California, Kilo the Kid out of Stockton, Vladimir Hernandez out of Stockton, who just beat
Tough
Julian.
guy.
Who else? Lorenzo Simpson, Amari Jones. Man, I got endless sparring partners that they didn't even talk about. But like I said, my sparring is different. I don't spar these amateurs and post them on. Like my work is Mama's Boys, Dennis Douglas. I didn't sparred him. Like I'm just learning like every day. I'm a veteran, but I'm still learning every day. So it's it was an upset. I already know I was going. It was either I was gonna knock him out or the corner was gonna stop it. Me and my coach, we were saying that the whole time. It was all like, man, we just had that feeling. It was like, man, he's just gonna underestimate me. I think that's what he did because I only had six fights and like four of my fights was in Mexico. But really, that was just because of the pandemic,
Right, right.
you know. But if I was probably fighting someone like that, I would probably had underestimated him too because oh, this motherfucker fighting in Mexico. So that's probably what he was thinking. But my upbringing is different, man.
So he's probably thinking like, my experience level is different than his, like he's not on my level, da 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 da. But it was like you buzzed him pretty early in the fight, and there was a couple of different times where you clipped him, and it looked like, you had his legs wobble and everything. But
Yeah,
you
that
you
whole
stay you stay patient with it.
yeah. That's the thing about me. When you see me like spar and everything, like man, this guy's really calm, man. Like I don't react. Like some guys, they'll get frustrated, they'll hit me with a low blow, and they'll expect me to react, but I don't react, and it just come back so open their ass, and they like it throws them off even more because I'm just so calm and I don't really react. I'm just a calm person when I'm in the ring. Like it's just what I do, man. It's like I've been fighting for so long. It's just second nature. Like some guys, they get nervous before the fight. Like, I don't even get nervous anymore before my fights. I'm just locked in and just thinking about my game plan and executing. It's just I don't know. I'm just different, man. Like, and especially like the brighter the lights get, the better I'm gonna perform. So I think my next performance is gonna probably be even better. So because I was like, man, I was feeling myself like, man, all these lights. Because that was a nice production. Like Thompson's Boxing, they had the lights and everything. Like it seemed like because I was fighting local shows and they were all right, but to that was like being on like Top Rank or something.
That's
Like I
your
felt like,
first. That's your first like big fight.
yeah. Like this fight, me and my coach was like, man, hopefully people can start taking you serious after this fight. Like that's people are the whole sack, like everybody watched it. It seemed like everywhere I went after that fight, they're like, "Hey, you just fought, huh?" Like I didn't even know who they were. Like, like congrats on your fight. I was like, "Thank you, man." Like everything, like everybody watched that fight. So it's kind of crazy how like we talked about me and my coach. We talked about getting to this position and fighting these top guys, and it's like we're already here. It's kind of like it happened overnight, but like you kind of got to look back and see how far you've come and see and kind of look back and see all you've accomplished and all the sacrifices and all the dedication and just to see how far you've come. And now like it comes so fast and it's over. Like training camp seems so long and then the fight and it's over and then it's like it kind of happened overnight.